And again I hear Grandma you talking about Jonathan who died. I'm sorry, I have to go look for my friends. I'm sorry, I'll come back. Turning it in, this is my work. I have to go, I have to go, I have to go. Running. There, he's murdered. It was that got them from behind. They're walking down the street, Luce and Charlie.
And they got jumped by like a bunch of
people. Okay, so up into the time corridors. We're dropping down before the people come up, but I can see them coming up. Look around, you guys. You're about to get murdered. Come with us into the time corridors. Come on, up. Whew. And now the hoodlums just kind of run through air. And we're up there. And now let's go backward in time to a safe place before they left their apartment, right?
Yes.
And now back down, and we're in the living room, and their eyes are big. They know it's true. So friends, let's find the error in thinking that caused you to be in harm's way. Do you know that you were murdered? Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, who's supposed to be holding your back? You went out without anybody holding your back.
That's true, and it feels like you were breaking rules.
Like it's a channels down moment. They don't have their channels up. We don't have our channels up. Friends, you know that you were murdered, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So if we can't help but notice that we're murdered, is it motivation enough to find the error in thinking and make a different choice?
Luce is saying, yeah, oh yeah. And Charlie?
Okay, well I'm just going to focus on Luce for now.
Yeah.
Luce, let's back it up. Feel for it structurally. You know everything I know. And just feel for it structurally. There, right there. Now just start to draw it up and like look at it in the light and see it, if you can figure out what this error of thinking is. Kind of pull it apart, detangle it. It's like untangling string or yarn or something. Oh, it's twisted. It's all twisted up.
It is.
It's not knowing who to listen to.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Loose, channels up in every moment. And then you never have to worry about who to listen to. We just listen straight up.
Listen straight up.
Just listen straight up. So we can only each of us do this for ourselves, but we can use our energy hands and just comb our channels up, especially those channels right around the ears. What Charlie was saying did seem plausible. It did.
It did.
But it was incorrect. It led to you being murdered, right? That led to you being murdered. And so it was incorrect. It was bad advice, right? You can see that, right? You took in bad advice that was given to you with loving intent.
Yes.
Charlie was saying something like, we have to resolve this. We have to go talk to a certain person and resolve this. And it didn't feel right to you, but you said, no, I must be wrong. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. But when we have channels up, really, there we go. So just decide to put the channels up. Decide right now. Now, channels have consciousness too. Talk to your channels. Boy, these are the big channels. They've been down for so long.
Huge.
Talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Channels have consciousness. This is between you and your channels and your guides and source. But you can't help but notice that you were murdered, right? So getting these channels up would be one way to avoid that, right?
That's true.
So now, you'll either do it or you won't, but I'm willing to hold your back while you try.
It's true.
Merge in.
Merge.
Errors of all of us who make this mistake. Now, I make this mistake all the time. I forget to put my channels up. I forget to put my channels up. I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. And every moment I do crazy, stupid things because I forget to just be continually looking channels up, and say, what now, what now? And then not freeze, but to start heading in some direction, saying, is this what you want me to do? And be willing to turn around and say, okay, that didn't feel right. Headed in the wrong direction. Put in 10 times the effort that it takes to do it the other way.
It's true.
But we're doing what needs to be done.
That's true.
See if you've got any more oomph in you. See if you've got any more oomph. Can you put any more effort into raising these channels right now? He looks pretty tired.
Yeah.
I can't do it for you. I would if I could, you know I would. But I can't.
That's true.
Can't. This is for you to do. I can't. No one can put your channels up but you.
That's true.
So, give it a try until you're whooped. And then when you're whooped, really whooped, you can play the I'm whooped card, all the grace cards you have, and now would be a good time to spend them.
That's true.
Right? And a learner's permit. And push it across the table. It's like a bank safe is opening up and light is coming out. Bright, bright light, and it's like someone is walking out, and it's a Luce, a future Luce.
That's true.
It's like future Luce is just like walking right into this Luce, just like walking right into him.
Yes.
And this Luce is like glowing and expanding.
Yes, it's true.
Wow. It's transforming, that's what's happening.
Yes.
What is for us to do? How may we be of service? Clean up the pieces and then check to see the game films. Is Luce on that block?
No.
So Luce, if this didn't do it, then we can just repeat this process.
That's true.
And try again. But our perception is our perception is that something shifted, and maybe enough shifted that you don't get murdered. Charlie, though,
Charlie's still murdered.
He's not willing to find his error of thinking. So Charlie, here's what we can offer to you, because our way the only way we know how to do it requires that you be willing to change your thinking. If you aren't, perhaps the wizard's way will work for you. He has a different way. I don't know whether or not it will work.
That's true.
I can't speak to it. It's not my way.
That's true.
But we know he has a different way, and we can deliver your body to him or something.
Yeah.
Like we can deliver your wish, like your wish that he do his way. He's giving me like a paper.
Yes.
Like a last will and testament.
Yes.
I, Charlie, being of sound mind and body, do hereby declare that I prefer the wizard's way of unmurdering.
Yes.
It's signed.
Yeah.
Big signature. Okay, I can take this to him. Thank you. Luce, I would feel a lot better if you would just come with us.
Yes.
Stay with us. And Charlie's going to be dead anyway, so I love you, Charlie. He seems to be mad at me.
He's mad. And you and me and Luce, he's mad at
all of... I don't know, he's just mad. He's choosing to be mad, and he's looking for someone to be mad at, and we're handy. So I love you, and I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad at you.
And
Luce
now
isn't mad at you.
we're going to take your last will and testament to the wizard so that he knows that you want him to unmurder you.
That's true.
Bye, Charlie. Thank you.
Bye, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, Luce. Let's go up into the time tunnels. Whoa! And then we look for the right time to deliver this to the wizard. Whoa! There. And it's after the bad thing.
Oh, yeah. Here.
And there are others, like I see Bethany. She's waving. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad to see you. And Katie is here.
The wizard must have...
No, they unmurdered themselves in the rehearsal.
Yes.
That's what they say.
That's true, because you're in rehearsal clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Eric. Is Eric here? Charlie is being mourned. I see it, flowers around a picture of Charlie. It's that picture that I really like.
Yeah.
It's possible Joel is also murdered.
Yeah, I don't see Joel. He was also murdered.
Where's Dano?
I think Dano's here.
I think he's here too.
And coming around.
Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
Looking good.
He looks good. Sir, this is Charlie's last will and testament. He didn't like our way of working with unmurdering. He asks if you would please unmurder him.
That's true.
Luce is the witness. Luce can tell you.
That's true.
And the wizard is saying, well, how are you the witness? And he's saying, well, I was murdered too with Charlie, and we are, and I saw Charlie elect to not be unmurdered,
That's
but
true.
he says he would be willing to have you help him. So we're delivering this, and it's wonderful to see, but I need to go. I need to go. We have to go. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
There isn't anything that can happen
No.
that can disrupt this. In the end, everyone wears white hats. I look up at the researcher. He looks not happy.
Not happy.
But
not upset.
no, not upset. It's just
that's the face of, well, that's it.
There it is.
There it is. There it is.
And the Oddsmaker, sticking his head in the door, says, and he's not being mean,
Not being
but he
mean,
said,
but kind of,
I
told you
so.
I told you.
I told you. And the researcher's saying, you were right.
You were right.
I see that now. I see that now. And he's pointing to a certain kink in the hose.
Yes,
And
I
he's
see
saying,
it. Like
there, right there is
there.
where it happened. It's a constriction. He's going, there, right there. That's where it happened.
Right there.
So he's got his thinking cap on, and he's going back to the drawing board, and he's going to change the tubing and do something different. So we remember, in the end, everyone wears white hats.
That's true.
It's not a question of will this succeed. It's a question of how will this succeed.
That's true.
Right? Success is guaranteed. In the end, everyone wears white hats. But the question of how, I see the researcher going, aha!
Aha!
That is the question.